We're definitely in a shifting real estate market, but what does the Big Island data say? We'll take a look coming up next. Hey, what's going on, friends? We're back with the June 2022 market report, and we are definitely in a shifting transitional market. And so we're going to dive into the data, compare it to June of last year, which we all know was completely bonkers if you look back in June of 21, and very interesting changes in the market. Definitely counterintuitive, I guess is the way you would kind of put it, because if you look at, this is the Kona market data of this June compared to last June. If you look across the board, across the top here at the current units, lots of red numbers, right? 17% decrease in the number of units that sold this year in homes. Condos was down 33%, land was down 83%, just 4 pieces of land sold. There's always not that much volume on the land side. And same thing with the dollar volume, obviously followed that down pretty dramatically in terms of the percentage numbers. But interesting on the condo side, even though it went down 33%, the condo appreciation has gone up so strongly that there was actually a 12% increase in the dollar volume. And that is definitely, you can attribute that to the 41% increase in the median price. So the condo prices just have been crazy over the last 12 months. And so even though 33% less units sold, the dollar volume is up, and because the median price is up 41%. And so even median price on homes is up 11%, almost to $1 million, and the median price on land is up 32%. So although there's less units selling, the prices are not budging, right? They're actually still going up. So we've been talking about that. There's not going to be like a price crash. There's going to be a slowdown in the amount of activity, which we're already seeing because of the lower current units. But days on market, all the way down, right? Down 54% for homes, 49% for condos, and 53% for land. So everything that's selling is selling faster than it did a year ago also. And then if you look across the board here, over 100%, we haven't seen this yet, but over 100% for homes in the final list of sold price, which is up 5% from a year ago. We're just under 100% for condos. So we've seen that number up above 100% for several months, and that just dipped down to 99.3%. And then almost 100% for land too, just a few sales there. But let's look at the entire market data, right? So this is the Big Island data for the whole Big Island market. And same thing, current units down across the board, down 11% for homes, down 21% for condos, down 34% for land, because we saw the land market really picking up like a year ago. And then dollar volume, again, down for homes and down for land, but up for condos because of that 25% increase across the board in the median price for land. Only a 2% increase on the home side, but then on the land side, you look at a 55% increase in the median price. And then days on market, way down across the board, right? 20% down for homes, 46% less days on market for condos, and 31% drop in days on market for land. And then still strong numbers here across the board, 99% final list of sold price for homes, 101% final list of sold price for condos, and land is still stronger than it normally is. Normally in a normal market, land is like below 90% final list of sold price. But the number that always tells us a story, and probably the most dramatic piece of this whole report, is if you look at the properties on market versus properties in escrow from a year ago, and you look at them today, vastly different stories, right? So if we look at June of 21, there were 1,390 active listings on the market, and there were 1,482 in escrow. So there were more properties in escrow than there were available to buy in June of last year. In June of this year, we have 1,780 active listings and 979 properties in escrow. So now that number has shifted back the way it should be. There should always be more properties on the market than under contract, but we're seeing that number of active listings rise up really quickly. And if you look, this data is from the end of June. If you look today, we're well above 1,800 active listings. So the active listings are coming back. The inventory is coming back. We've been talking about that in terms of buyer advantage right now, because there's going to be more inventory on the market, and sellers are going to have to make more concessions and negotiate more, because there isn't going to be this crazy constrained inventory that we've been seeing the last 18 months. But to put this in context, like I've said before, 1,780 seems like a lot when we were down to 1,300 and 1,400 a few months ago, 6 months ago. But that is still about half of what you normally see on the Big Island market. So in the Big Island is usually around 3,000, 3,100, 3,200 active listings. And so we are still a ways away from that. And it could take another 12 months if we ever get back to that level of inventory. So interesting shift, very dramatic difference than a year ago. The broken record of the market's still strong and things are still going is over. But it'll be an interesting trend to watch over the next couple of months. Is do these active listings continue to rise, and does that number in escrow continue to fall? In escrow number, should be around 700 or 800. So it's still pretty strong. Also, in a normal market, it's 700 or 800. So we're getting there, getting more towards a balanced market. People are saying, oh, it's already shifted to a buyer's market. Not technically. It's not technically a buyer's market yet, but buyers are definitely in a better position than they've been in the last 18 months. So if you have any questions about your specific area, your specific home value, you can always book a meeting at the link below or reach out to me at Dylan@buybigisland.com, and we'll keep you updated with more market data next month. Aloha.